Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the Trans Tasman Series here at beautiful Bruce Pulman Park. Fierce challenge from the Tag Blacks Open Men's. I'd like to welcome Perry Haddock from Australian Oztag, the creator, inventor of this beautiful game. Perry, welcome.
Hello, Claude. It was a pleasure to be here. It's I think it's my first go at a commentary over in Trans Tasman. It's been a while since we've been here.
Yeah, 2018, mate.
Yes, and it was, I think 2016 was an official one, and then there was a few teams come over in 18.
Yep.
But this is going to be a cracker of a game, this one. Yeah, Kiwis won the first game 2-1, 1-1 in the second. So this series is certainly alive and well. This particular series is a great... It's traditionally the Kiwis have always had great teams in the men's open.
Yeah, and this is probably our last time we won a world championship was back in Coffs Harbour, 2018, yes. With the men's open. Yeah,
5-0.
5-0. Yeah, it was a comprehensive victory. Yeah.
Yes, we were very shocked, but
you've got the open men's here with Tongiamua, Colvea, Taidea, Malua, Joe, Waipoti, Alini, Maui, Vaniki, Te Aratua, Cass and George Wallace, Tere Faleona, John Kamana, Alasara, Hotene, Ngati, and Pokai. So very, very good side there. Vaniki and Hotene are also the coaches and managers as well.
Well, the open men's for Corey Booth, probably the next superstar in our game. Breno Martin, very, very experienced. Will Berkeley, Larry Greg Williams, Jamie McAnone, Kaya Dita, Jaden Harris, Cody Kem, the manager's son. I missed the rest of it.
Yeah, Welch, Martz, Barlow, Eagleton, Barkley, Booth, Cooper,
yes.
Stewart, Sapulvita, and their coaches and managers David Riolo and Leon Kem.
Yep, Dave Riolo, an ex-NRL player. Back
yes, Riolo,
fullback for a couple of clubs.
Steelers, Illawarra.
Yeah. Here we go.
Good Aussie anthem there for the lead-up music there, Perry.
Oh, AC Daka Daka.
Daka Daka, yes.
This will be a cracker of a game.
Yeah, looking forward to this. And yesterday in the men's open,
2-1.
Yeah,
2-1 to the New Zealand and 1-1 this morning, I think.
Yeah, open men's, yeah.
Yeah, 1-1 this morning.
And 1-1 this morning, so it's very, very tightly contested test series. This one there, Perry.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward. I'm glad I was asked to do this. I've done a few over in Australia at our state cups and nationals, and I'm instead of sitting out in the front, getting cold and hot. You get a bit of everything here, don't you?
Oh yeah, the weather's a bit bipolar.
Yesterday, wow,
yeah,
what a day.
Typical Auckland weather.
Oh, it's great today though. Everyone's happy today.
Yeah, no, it's great to see some sunshine and no rain for us today. So we've seen some nice skills, some nice flowing tag footy.
Yes.
I haven't had an Aussie alongside me for a while too. Last time at the Trans Tasman, we had Billy Harrigan alongside
Billy's
me.
Just recovering from he just had pneumonia, and he's not. He might. I think he was coming over, but he's just recuperating at the moment. He got it at the state cup,
right.
So he's not a bad commentator. Billy, he's very, very knows his business, and he's been our tournament director for years, and he's been at the
forefront of Oztag for many years now, Perry?
Yeah, he helped me with the rules when I first started the game, and from a refereeing perspective, how to sort of make the rules read right and things like that. So
yeah, because
he's been an integral part of the sport.
Fair enough to say that you were part of the pioneering time of tag, introducing the game and developing it into what it is today.
Yeah, well, It's great to come over here in the late 70s. Late 90s.
Yes,
not 70s.
That's right.
Anyway, the game's on.
And the Tagaroos there with first position. Just looking at the little blurb we have on our teams here. Australian there, Brendan Martin, as you mentioned, captain of the men's open stalwart and a mainstay for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Middle player and he's very crafty.
It's been a great. He's been a great captain for that team for a lot of years.
Yeah, real stalwart.
Superstar player. He's probably ready for the 30s soon, as you do.
Yeah.
But he'll probably stay for a couple more years. He's still quality.
Another one of the Aussies have mentioned here is Jamie McInnoe. Is a link, another long-time player in speed to burn and can sniff out a try, so definitely one to watch. Kaya Ardita, another link, good rugby sevens player with speed to burn as well, so definitely keep an eye on these players as the match progresses.
Yeah,
Got Will Eggleton, middle player, youngest player on the team.
Yeah, he's a young boy, but he's certainly earned his spot.
Great kicking game, and he's a big one for the 50-10, so keep an eye on that.
Yep. Oh, I just watched the 20s in the last game. That was very, very competitive as well.
It was, yeah.
Just the last set before Australia got the ball, they had a bad set and gave Australia the ball in good position. They scored a 2-pointer to win it. So
just coming down to those last few minutes, very closely contested. 4-0, 4-all, I should say, going into that last 5 minutes. So really exciting match, and really, really good to watch.
There's going to be a lot of toing and froing here early in this game. I think they're just feeling each other out.
Yeah, another player to watch in the Aussie group is number 82, Trey Barlow. Kiwi heritage too, interestingly. Former contractor, played to the NRL Dragons, so great footwork and acceleration, and another one to keep their eye on,
Dragons. I was fortunate enough to play with the Dragons back in the 80s, so had 3 years with them.
There you go.
Yep.
Oh, they're a very, very strong club. And
they're just getting... At the moment, they're going through a development stage, but we'll see what happens this week.
They lost a couple of... Did they lose to the Broncos?
Oh, they've lost everyone.
Yeah, because I was a bit of a young fan as well. I actually had a run with the guys up and down when they were on the end of their air trip. And
okay.
Managed to swap some gear with Mark Coyne and that.
Coyne lives down the road from me.
Well, I was a big Queensland and State of Origin fan as well, so that was a real buzz for me back in the day. But it's not about me, it's about these guys right here, the New Zealand Tag Blacks and the Aussie Tagaroos. 0-all.
Just filling each other out at the moment.
Yes, they are. And that kick goes down to the corner there with the sweepers. Nice bit of footwork there too. Is that Ardita?
One of our top refs in Australia refereeing this game, so he'll do a good job. Kirtley. I think it's Kirtley. Looks like Kirtley's.
Aussies going out to the left edge, back to the middle there, but touched by New Zealand. That'll go back to 0. Yeah, 6 to go. Oh, okay.
Go back to the original.
Yep, no advantage. So interestingly, just looking at the Carlos Horton here playing for the New Zealand Tag Blacks as well. He's also down as player coach as well. So always a bit harder, 2-period to be a player and a coach.
Well,
they're both hard enough jobs by themselves. Yeah,
double whammy, mate.
It is.
What if you're playing bad yourself?
How do you sub yourself?
If you look at the scores in the last 2 games, both defences are quite outstanding, aren't they?
That's right.
They just don't miss. And I noticed, I don't know whether it was just that one, but...
Oh, and here it is there.
Yeah, it was a nice ball. That was a good ball. It's always good to see players hit a hole, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah, running at
Let's
pace
see if
here.
he did it. Yep.
Yeah, and it was just that first pump just enough to commit the defender, and then the second pump was the pass. So
and you just come against the grain a little bit.
Just
come
some
inside
slight
half of the hole.
Yeah. There's number 5 for Australia there. That's Kaya Ardita. And that's one of the players mentioned in the blurb about him being a good sevens player with speed to burn, and just got a good glimpse of it there with that try in the opening try for the Australia Tagaroos.
Now it's a 40-10, 50-10.
Yep.
From the kickoff, it goes out over the 10. It's the kickoff.
Aussie ball.
Aussie ball. So Australia got a bit of luck here at the moment.
They've been a lot more accurate with their kicking today too, across the board, all the
Yeah.
teams. So they've been a good exponent of the kicking game today, and a great example of how to do it.
So whatever happens in this game today, another try.
Just checking with his touch judge now.
I think he might have got the tag. Yep, he got the tag. That would have been curtains. Would have been a 2-pointer as well. It would have been
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
We don't play the 2-point rule in Australia.
In the bonus box.
No, it's an international rule.
Yep.
That was voted by the Tag Federation a few years ago.
Oh, certainly makes for exciting footy, though.
It does. It does. I just couldn't be bothered putting extra four cones here.
Oh.
No, it's more than that. We don't play it domestically, so. But it is a prerequisite for every international game.
Yeah, it was adopted here in New Zealand, and so everyone's really embraced it over here, and it's become an integral part of the game.
Yep.
And then it becomes even more so in the mixed game.
Yes, you need 3 points for girls.
Yeah.
In the box.
Yeah, so
if you're 3 behind, 4 behind, you can get back into the
absolutely,
game.
Yeah. So it has a huge influence on the game and on the outcome. So,
well, Kiwis need to be next to score.
Certainly do.
The Tag Blacks, is it? Tag Blacks. Tag Blacks.
And the Tagaroos.
Tagaroos and the Tag Blacks.
Trans Tasman Tag, Perry.
9 years since we've been here.
Been a while.
It's been a while since I've been to that Sky City too.
Oh, there you go. Still there?
Yeah, it's still there. I went there last night.
Good defence from the Tagaroos.
This is their first chance. This is their first shot at it.
Inside the 10, yes. Oh, that was a nice bit of skill there, but well tagged.
Bit too much inside out. Australian defence just sliding on them at the moment. They probably need to straighten up just a tad.
Well, if you look at Australia's first try, that was really a simple play.
Against the grain.
Yeah, that's right. And
inside half of the hole.
Yeah. But also, too, the way he double pumped on that pass, and then his ball, his runner was coming on that slight angle into the hole. In a simple play, but so effective.
Well, I'd like to see the NRL do a bit more of it.
Now, it's been a plus play today. We've seen a lot of tries scored off that inside line today.
Yep.
And what they've also done consistently is that Australia will give the ball and then they'll wrap.
Yeah.
Then you'll see them looking at the back door, and then they'll hit the front door on the unders, and it's been very, very successful for them today.
Here's a go.
Oh, it's Ardita again. Oh, just foiled there, but
knocked it down.
Knock on, yes.
Could have very well. Oh, penalty offside. Okay, so that was an opportunity lost down the other end. Now Australia.
New Zealand don't seem to be committing a line to the defence. They're just committing the player on the ball. Their defensive line is hanging back a touch.
Yeah, they probably need to come up a little bit. Oh, they're holding their line well there.
Okay, and that's
a lot of touch in flight, isn't there? A lot of 6 to goes.
Yeah.
Assuming. No. Already tagged, I think. The taggings are so good at this level.
Oh, we've seen some beauties today.
Yep.
Chase downs, coming across cover tags. No, it's been very
overchase. There was an overchase there.
Yep.
Got lucky. There was a
Shepherd.
A bit of obstruction. Right, let's see how they can get out of here. Nice. Just working it up. Showing a bit more enterprise with the ball.
Yes, it looks promising, but shut down again by the Australian defence. Tyrone Waipuri cutting back there. Tenapi. Oh. Back to one. Late tag.
Touch. Oh, late tag or touch. I don't know.
Oh, good defence once again.
Defense again.
Just those desperation tags at the last second.
Reset.
Oh.
A few penalties happening. He might have.
He certainly is.
Simbi might get a workout in a minute.
Yeah.
Anything like the NRL.
It's Curtly Duncan, the referee there, making sure the boys know discipline's important.
All this possession that the New Zealand boys have had, they'll probably need to try and jag a try.
Absolutely, they're getting no fruits for their labour so far. That's better. Oh,
and lost the ball. Touched.
Knock on.
Well, there's an opportunity lost.
Yep.
Good defence, I suppose. You've got to hand it to the
Absolutely,
as well. Yeah.
The effort was outstanding.
You can tell why these scores have been so low in this game. It's just defence is winning.
Yeah, absolutely. They're very, very coordinated defence lines here. And athletic, being very athletic as well, these boys. They don't miss much.
We've been throwing around the idea in Australia to, just for the open divisions, to look at 7-a-side.
Just open it up a bit more.
Don't know. We're going to trial it and see what we're going to ask the players as well.
Yeah.
See what they think, just for not internationally at this stage, but the federation have to make that decision. We don't.
Yep.
Yep.
It's certainly worth considering.
Yes, it's certainly having because defence at this level, even though it doesn't matter what you throw at them, what you throw at each other,
they're able to defend it.
And that was the last tackle, was it? Must have been the last tackle.
Yes,
yeah, because it doesn't matter what you throw at them. When they're throwing a fair bit at each other, aren't they?
Absolutely, yeah.
They switch and play. There's so much movement of the ball. But there just seems to be people there ready to tag, particularly if you've got a good coach and you've got great defensive techniques and systems, and I'd much prefer to see a 6-4 or 6-5 game, But at the moment, it's 1-0 Australia.
Yeah, with 6 minutes to go. Aussies, holding on to that 1 point lead at the moment.
And I'll tell you, it is a testament to the teams defensively, because there's some great stepping players out there.
Oh, absolutely.
You got the tag first.
Tag is done.
Oh no, he's got it down. I would have thought he got that off then.
I thought so too.
Let's have a little look at that. Oh yeah. Simultaneous try. Yep. Got a hand. Yep. You give that.
Well done to the officials.
Yep, 2-0.
Yeah, because they don't have the benefit of replays.
No.
So well done, gentlemen. That was good officiating.
Yeah, it was simultaneous.
Yeah. And Aussie out to a 2-0 lead now with 5.5 minutes left in the first half. So the New Zealanders with a penalty now up towards halfway.
So whatever happens today, it'll be two very interesting games tomorrow for these two sides, because the series is still live no matter what happens today.
Yeah, that's right. It was a draw this morning, wasn't it?
Yeah, and
a win
New
yesterday
Zealand
from
won
you.
yesterday. So
So
if Australia,
an Aussie win today would tie the series up.
it would be 2 win each and a draw.
Yeah.
So this will probably go down the 5th test, this one.
Yeah. So, no, well, that's what you want, honestly.
Yeah, of course you do.
Yeah, the closer the better when it comes to the premier, the blue ribbon events.
Yeah, the men's 30s is close as well.
Absolutely, yeah. But that was another one, that could have gone either way. But then again, that last 5 minutes, Aussie just showed their professionalism, coming through when it counted. Some nice passing there. That
was good footy.
Yeah, it was. And the finish,
Good try.
Yeah, well deserved, well worked.
They just found I think what the Aussies are doing a little bit better than the New Zealand boys at the moment is they're getting the ball into people in space a bit better.
Yeah.
And it's making it more difficult to defend it.
But we saw the end of the try there, just the try assist. But the lead up to that was fantastic. Those 4 draw passes.
Yeah.
That
Got
was
the
perfect.
ball to the right
Absolutely.
person.
But they were also drawing defenders before they offloaded. So it was just,
that's footy.
The fundamentals that you want to teach. That's right.
Footy. That's just normal footy.
That's right. That was perfect.
I just think the New Zealand boys are they're preoccupied with around the ruck area a little bit too much at the moment. They probably need to get a bit more expansive game happening.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it is.
We're not playing tackle, boys.
Yeah. But I just
You
think
might go to bin for this. I don't know. No.
Some of their attack for the Tagbacks has just been a little bit sort of overcomplicated.
Yeah, they're trying to.
They just need to simplify it a touch.
Just get some depth and a couple of long balls and try and get that 2-on-1 happening.
Yeah,
or skip out.
That draw pass as well, and it's such an important play of building up towards try scoring opportunities. It's just that drawing pass, drawing the defence in, and then giving the pass.
Just think they're just trying to play the middle third a bit too much.
Yeah.
NRL, that would have been he would have been in the bin for that probably. I think he half tackled him. Accident. Just careless. Okay, I think New Zealand need to be next to score.
Otherwise, it's going to get away on them, absolutely.
See, he missed the bus. See that gentleman missed the bus?
Pushing up on the outside, that's right.
He missed the bus. Opportunity was there, he missed it. That's a bit better. Oh, dear.
Yeah, he read that. Number 6 for Australia. He was onto that one.
Unlucky, but they're
trying.
They're trying.
That's right.
They're trying,
It was Jaden Harris read that play there and got the ball back for Australia.
Yeah. Looked a tad forward. I think the ref silent linesman just.
Yeah, nice chase on the kick there by the Aussie defenders as well. They always talk about the quality of the kick being enhanced by the quality of the chase.
Yeah. I would have spread it a bit earlier then.
Yeah.
Aussies were just very tight.
And they were compressed. Yeah,
very compressed.
Yeah. Yeah, there's another penalty. Oh, a bit of a shoulder.
Someone's going to have a rest soon.
Young Kirtley there just needs to stamp his authority on this match.
Yeah, someone might have a little rest for 5 minutes soon.
Yeah. Oh, closing the gap.
Yeah, he was lucky there. I thought he might have run into him, but no. The Aussie player wasn't in position, so...
Yeah, and he looked like he knew what he was doing to create that scenario.
Good call. Just don't look as crisp at the moment. They just...
No.
You find that? They just
that's right. They look like they're fatiguing.
And
See, that was a bit of set there, but they just didn't execute it. They're just a little bit lethargic. There's an opportunity. No.
He's gonna put someone in the bin soon, I'm sure. Kirtley usually does that.
Saved by the bell.
Has got a penalty.
Yep, they'll get the one last play before half-time here, the Tag Blacks.
Okay, the beauty of this game is, with the box, they only need one there and they're back in
back in the game. Yeah, we'll be back with the second half very shortly. Hoki Mano.
Sport. What does it mean to us? For some, it's potential, a promise that we could be better, that the early mornings will be worth it, that we could be champions. For others, it's joy. It feeds our lives, builds our communities. It is our light, our love, our laughter. But sport is also our rock, the thing we come back to, constant, even after the final bell. It's changed, but it never really changes. It's the cup finals, but also the 5:30 game after work. Our people, our culture, our kaupapa. Because no matter what's on the scoreboard, no matter who's in the stands, sport's got your back. And so do we.
Kia ora te whānau. Welcome back to Bruce Pulman Park here in Takanini. Tamaki Makoto for the second half of the Men's Open in the Trans Tasman Tag Series. I'm Rusty Matu on commentary alongside Perry Haddock today. What was your take on that first half there, Perry?
I just thought the Aussies looked a little bit better with the ball. Defensively, you miss a couple of tags here and there, but they were more likely to score. I think the New Zealand boys tended to try and play the middle third a bit too much and just switch play. The Aussies had them covered. Maybe a couple of more longer passes, get the ball, get your outside men running straight, trying to strip them of numbers. I just didn't think they did enough of that. It looked a bit clunky to me.
Yep.
And that's hence the 3-0 score.
Yeah, that's right. And, the two previous games are both very close. 2-1 on day one yesterday to the New Zealand side. And then a draw this morning, 1-1. And now Aussie leading 3-0, and opportunity for them to level the series. But no doubt 20 minutes is a long time, still plenty of tags to go, Perry.
It sure is. If the New Zealand boys can get their act together, because I think this is probably the worst half of football they've played in the 2 days. And they're only a couple behind. So if they get it right, they're back in it.
So just read a bit of a blurb from the New Zealand team here. Majority of the players are from the Manukau Harbour Dolphins, 4-time national champs, 3-peat champs at the moment. Standout captain Samuel Nati has been dominating the tag game here at the moment and played the first game today, but won't be in this game as he's just left to play league for the Magpies today in the qualification for Auckland Rugby League. We've also got Brendan Tongiamua, who will captain the side leading in this game, and Brendan is very quick and on his feet and a great leader for the New Zealand tag team. A few players from South Auckland who are standouts, Hayden Pokaia. Fats, he'll be one of the best in the game for us and has been for a very long time. Tenapi Waipori, who flew back from Australia to play in this tournament, is another standout. Charles Teraitua, senior player, touch background and showing leadership through his actions on the field. And player coach Carlos Hortony from the Dolphins, coached the Dolphins for 7 years and has been given this opportunity to coach New Zealand men's for the first time. They've had a very short preparation, a couple of trainings, staying at Papatunuku, Kokiri Marae and Margaret to build their team dynamics. And their team code is not about the time we have left, but what we do with the time that we have. So, yes, encouraging stuff from the boys, but now we need to see that come to fruition and be put into action. Oh, that was a nice look at the back, the show and the go.
Oh, got tagged. Unlucky.
That was unlucky.
I'd like to see that one again.
Just what they needed to start the half too was a try, but to no avail. The fifth and final coming up now.
They do look better already.
Yes, it's a good start. Oh, and there's the try to open it. Just what they needed. Just what they needed. Yeah, so the talk from the coach at halftime, well, it looks like it's done the trick. Beautiful pass from Tenapi Waipoti there.
Well, it was direct.
Yeah.
You know, it was direct. So it was direct play. And while you were discussing the New Zealand players,
Yeah.
they were spreading the ball.
And they were
one
doing
side,
it, yeah.
You know, exactly what. I think the coach probably identified that. They
Yeah.
just need to find a bit more space.
And like you mentioned too much in the middle. Need to get to the edges. Work
Yeah.
get to the edges. And
Well, they're back in it now.
Yeah. So Daly Casson was the try scorer there. So off a nice, lovely ball from Tenapi Waipoti. So yeah. So game on. Okay, referees.
So we don't penalise for that anymore. I just get them to go back and play it square.
Yeah, absolutely.
Used to.
Sweeper right in position there to return that kick. But definitely what the Tag Blacks needed to start the second half was to get on the scoreboard first.
Yeah, within 4 minutes of the start, that's good result.
Yeah, that's what they need. Early kick
Play
there.
2.
Yeah. Oh, and he touched it as well, I believe.
Benny
Goal line drop.
Johnson. Ben works for me, Australian Oztag as well.
Oh, there you go.
He's one of our social media people.
Nice. Men's open player, Benny Johnson, eh?
Ben Johnson was I don't know whether you remember him. We probably remember Ben Johnson, the Olympic 100
400,
meter.
wasn't he 400?
100 meter. He got done for steroids.
Oh, right, yes, 100 metre, yeah.
Canadian.
Olympic runner, yeah, Ben Johnson,
Canadian.
that's right.
He won,
Yeah,
he won the 100. He won the 100, but got it taken off him.
That's right. Need bigger muscles than the weightlifters, but
oh boy,
it's
he
another
was a
story.
big boy. Could run too.
So here we go now. The Tag Blacks hot on attack here, and a nice little grubber through. So now what the referee's calling the offside. So the momentum is sort of swung in the Tag Blacks' favour now.
It sure has.
But they need to actually, convert that momentum into points though. Still plenty of time left on the clock.
Still plenty of time, but I still think they need to get another one.
Absolutely.
Soon. You don't want to be playing the last 5, 2 down. I'm sure Australia will discard that 2 point
Well, they were
box.
unlucky that they got that previous try disallowed. Because that would have really been a big momentum shift for the boys.
Ooh, so close.
It was. Oh, and it's a knock on there to error.
That's a bit silly, that. I don't know what he was thinking then.
Yeah, he's trying to catch the markers unaware.
Well, I didn't think he had a marker. There was no one in front of him, and he tried to tab it forward and go.
Yeah.
And lost it. I suppose it's worth a go. You're right in the middle of the box there, so. But I can. They have Australia rattled a little bit at the moment, I think. Don't you think?
Just a touch, yes. In that last 2 sets in particular, yes.
But you just
See what Aussie have gotten straight out of their half end, got the kick away, got it into touch, and back to the playbook.
Back to the playbook.
You work them down, you stick to your systems, and and then the majority of the time that gets the results you're after.
Yeah, well, they're only 15 out from their own line, so.
Yeah, the recipe is a proven one.
Yep.
So that's why they stick to it.
Bit of gamesmanship occurring here at the moment. They've had each other a bit. Simultaneous tag.
Yep. Okay,
Another penalty.
Another set for the Tag Blacks.
They've certainly had the run of the game.
It's the second half. They've certainly had the most of the possession.
They need to convert it to points, really, don't they? There's only 12 to go. Like,
I've seen that.
They're very talented players.
Some natural talent for sure, yeah.
Oh, yes.
We tend to have the majority of the tag players are league players who play this in the off season. Whereas
catch pass is quite good.
Whereas the rugby, although we do have rugby players, we have majority of league players. The rugby players majority seem to gravitate towards touch in the off season.
Yeah.
Weeks
to go, I'm assuming, man.
Oh, we've got a few budding referees there on the tag blacks.
There's about 6 referees out there. There's a bit of feeling in this game now.
Yeah, and that'll increase as the time ticks down. Oh, no. Aussies.
Big chance.
I think he thought one of the subs was the winger.
Threw it over the side.
Yeah.
The invisible man. I've done that many a time. You throw it to someone who thinks they're there, they're not there. By the way, wingers, they got one job, haven't they?
Yeah, that's right.
To be there.
That's right. Stay on the wing, mate. Oh, is he gonna yellow card?
He was
Curtly Duncan asking the question.
He was asking for a penalty try, I think.
Yeah.
Player, but I don't think he was in a position to score yet. But anyway.
I guess there's no harm asking if you do it politely.
Yes, exactly. Well, that's. I'm sure they have. I'm sure they're all very polite. So tell you what, they're throwing some plays at them, but Australia's defence is holding up at the moment.
That's right, and they're not getting rattled. They're composed.
They just keep running into people though.
Oh, he was gone too.
I wonder what happened. Tag first, maybe? Was he tagged first? Or, I don't know.
That's what it looks like.
We haven't got the replay there, have we? No, I don't know.
Luckily for them.
He was away. Bit too sideways, that, I thought. It's
too lateral,
Too lateral. So you've got to hand it to Australia's defence. They're getting hammered penalty. He's going to have to start using the bin.
Yeah, because they've been getting consistently penalised.
Consistently penalised for contact infringements.
Surely he's given out the last warning.
Sometimes you let the ball do the work.
That's right.
Not your footwork. See that? It's sort of making it a bit easy for the Aussies at the moment.
Yeah.
They just keep trying. They're persisting with that play. Mind you, they're looking for the 2-pointer. You can tell.
That's right, yeah. Hunting that bonus box.
Hunting for that bonus box.
See, this is where they would have been better off just going for those single pointers. That's right. And
they spent 4 sets down there then, and they're trying to get the 2-pointer. There's still plenty of time.
And they've had more than enough position.
Just hitting that 2-point box, sometimes you just got to go up by ones,
Yeah, the Tagaroos have had so little ball in the second half.
I think if Australia end up winning this game, I think if the New Zealand coach looks at, there's a penalty here, looks at any of the footage, he's going to probably have to change his tactics a little bit.
Well, you'd imagine that tonight will be a great opportunity for them to review today.
Yeah.
And heading into tomorrow, they want to get things right.
Because you want even though I'm with the Australian contingent.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like I want to be Switzerland.
Be the neutral guy.
I want to be the neutral guy because I'm part of the federation, and you want competition, don't you?
Absolutely, yeah.
You want competition.
You want to see balance.
Yeah.
Nobody likes to see a
Whitewashes,
lopsided game. We like to see competition.
But if New Zealand can get it right, which they probably should go back to that first game and have a look at that.
Yeah.
See what they did right.
And that was another dire struggle there, 2 points to 1. So certainly nothing in that match as well, but it was in their favour. So they did enough to win, obviously.
And they had a.
Oh, could that be the nail in the coffin?
Nail in the coffin. Just come back on the inside then, I think. Just a missed tag, is it? Or just a... Yeah, it was 3-pass play. Come back on the inside.
Oh, yeah.
And a miss.
Yeah, 2 mistakes.
But they're getting the ball out a bit.
Yeah.
Whereas, I think the Tag Blacks needed to probably reassess what they're doing against the guys. The defence is just too good around that ruck area.
Yeah, and also spreading their players.
Yeah.
Because they're running it like triple crosses almost, but they're all within 2 meters of each other.
And it just plays into their
hands.
It's
an easy area to defend, but if you're running those same plays but wider, there's more space. And
right.
And they create more indecision in the defence as well.
There's not much between them.
That's right.
We already know that, don't we?
Yeah.
The skill factor is very, very similar. But tactically, there you go. Play 2, they've spread it already, you know. I think
great work. Options they're doing out wide are really good as well.
Yeah, they've come up with some good options, and I think it's sort of broken the hearts of the Kiwi boys because they spent so long down there.
Yeah, and
to no
avail. Yeah, they're trying to come away with nothing. And then Aussie comes up for their first time into that 10-metre zone, probably in the second half, and convert it straight away into points.
But I think New Zealand will go away from this, and just reassess a little bit what they do in the game.
Yeah.
They're not going to go through Australia, I don't think. They just probably need to get the boys into space, because they are quick. And here we go. By the look of it, they haven't had a lot of preparation, which doesn't help, does it?
It's just saying they've only had 1 week.
You were mentioning that before. I looked at that and I went, well, the Aussie teams have had about 5 or 6 runs, and they've been together for a little while since our nationals last year, and they've had a few training runs, and even though there was a couple of players that pulled out because of injury, they all know each other, they know what they're doing, with each other, but unfortunately 2 runs, makes it hard, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Especially when you come against the world champs.
Well, exactly.
You need a little bit more than 2 trainings and you're about to be competitive, And
well, you didn't get the chance to... The Men's Open didn't get a chance to play New Zealand over in Ireland because they didn't go. They took a mixed... I think the mixed team lost... Your mixed team lost the final, I think, to Australia. New Zealand mixed team's always been a great team.
Yes, they have.
Always been good, yeah.
Consistently, yeah.
But as I said, we hadn't been here for 9 years, and they're getting more width. Whereas New Zealand are very, very condensed when they've got the ball, but Australia's still spreading out even when they're doing that switchback. Tag, got the tag.
But it's their speed of their play the ball as well, the speed of their ruck.
Yeah, yes.
They just keep momentum. I think that's a tag. Yeah, touch judge helped him out on that one.
That's a touch. No, he got the tag first. Definitely got the touch. Definitely got the tag. Even me with being half blind, I saw that one. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. If Queensland can get their act together, Queensland, New Zealand boys can get their act together. He didn't need to kick that. It's my pet hate, I'm sorry. Little crappy kick.
That's right. Yeah, sometimes you just cringe and go,
you cringe,
really?
So why do you do that?
Yeah, really? Sometimes.
Yeah, whenever I've done some commentary with KO over in Medial, the commentator and I just laugh. It's got to come off, doesn't it?
Exactly. That's right.
Well, unless it's going to come off, there's no fullback there to grab it. You're looking silly.
That's right. Exactly.
Mind you, it does look spectacular at times.
Yeah. And here we go. New Zealand back in the Australian half here. 30 seconds left on the clock, and have they got a?
They need a lady to
try
come
to
on.
finish.
They need a lady to come on and play and get a 4-pointer.
Yeah. Score in the bonus box.
Yeah, a 4-pointer.
No, but this will tie up the series here and make the next game so much more interesting for them tomorrow.
Yeah, mate, I can't wait for it. I just hope that the Kiwi boys, get together and just have a bit of a look at them
and review this
game.
Yeah.
And just have a look at where they went. I thought they went. Oh, this is just my opinion, obviously. Where I thought they went wrong,
And that's full time, whānau. Australia take this one 5-1 and wrap up the series. So far it's a draw. It's one apiece with a draw there, so they'll be looking forward to tomorrow's games. And so will we. So we'll be back tomorrow with this one here, but we will be back with the Women's Open to finish this. Rusty Matua signing off on behalf of NZTFI from the Trans Tasman Tag alongside Perry Haddock. And we'll be back very soon. Matua.